These are 12 habits that any man that wants to improve with women should adopt. All right. So the first one is practicing good hygiene / fashion, working on yourself. Make sure you take showers, make sure you smell good. Like how much should
I take a solid shower a week just to make sure that I keep my hygiene on
proof
point.
that you don't really need to 100% like follow this, but fashion in general, you dress really clean.
I appreciate it. So honestly, in terms of good fashion, like, look, if you have money, just go to like Armani or something. Like, why not? If you have money, go to Armani, Dior, all those kind of places. If you don't have a lot of money, the next tier that's still pretty good would be Armani Exchange. So you can get a good shirt at Armani Exchange for like $75. Yeah. It's a little expensive, but it's a lot nicer than like Target or the lower end kind of stuff. Now, if you want to go one level below that, where it's still really good, and I would recommend everyone go here, Zara. Like Zara is pretty much every hot girl. All right. I remember when I went to Lincoln Road on Miami for a boot camp. Okay. Every time I saw a hot girl, they're either entering or leaving Zara. Like, and so having the male equivalent of the fashion that younger, attractive women find appealing is generally a safe decision, right? So Zara, they do have some things where it's like netting and it's clearly for gay guys. Don't wear those ones unless you think you can pull it off. But for the most part, Zara has just the fabrics better than most other places. The styles and designs, it's just more fashionable, higher quality, and it's very cheap. So if you want something that's affordable, not very cheap, it's like $50 for a good shirt. But if you want something that's affordable, but still very high quality, Zara is the safest bet. Just buy like 5 shirts from Zara, 5 pairs of pants, and you're pretty much good to go.
Well, you need to be studying fashion constantly and be doing trial and error, because you're never going to get it right the first time. I tried so many different fashions. You guys look through my YouTube channel over the course of years. I have 411 videos up right now. Now going to be 412 videos. And throughout these 412 videos, if you look at all my videos, I'm constantly looking different. If you go back like a year or two, I don't look like the way I look right now. I'm trying out new beard styles, fashions. I'm trying out like new skin products. I'm doing tans. I'm adding like contact lenses. I'm wearing my hats differently. I have like different hairstyles. I'm wearing rings, or I'm dying I'm fucking like painting my nails like a weirdo. I'm doing so much different shit. And you need to be experimenting too. If you guys aren't experimenting with your fashion, what the fuck are you doing? Experiment. Dude, try anything. And it's not just good for the fact of the girls are gonna see you being different.
Yep.
It's because of the ego you have invested in your looks. It loosens it up and
it helps you shift your identity. So if you try different looks, I remember I tried when I was like 19, I tried gauges and band shirts and like a more edgy look. And it was uncomfortable for me, but it forced me to get out of my normal identity as being the dork with the regular boy's haircut, who wear polos. Like, it helped me get out of my normal identity, which helps you change your behavior as well. So yes, better fashion is it's certainly going to help. But I'd say it's almost more important, the fact that if you change your style, like throw away your old clothes, get new clothes, get a new hair, go to a expensive barber and get a different haircut, different facial hair, just change everything. It could be earrings, rings, whatever. Just change everything. You're going to find that it helps you get out of your old identity and break your patterns, which is
absolutely.
really, really valuable.
Yeah, it makes you more flexible. Well, all right.
And there's one more with that, which I'm just going to recommend because I've gotten like every single night I go out, cologne definitely helps, right? Yeah. Having good cologne. Every single night I've gone out, I've tried Dior, I've tried Gucci, all the different higher end brands of cologne. I've bought most of them for no reason, but there's one that actually gets a shit ton of compliments from girls, and they keep saying, "Oh my God, you smell so nice. Yeah, I love it." I hear this every fucking night. It is Spice Bomb by, I think it's Victor and Rolf is the name. So that particular cologne, if you want a cologne that guaranteed women will find appealing, just get that one.
You should not be spending less than $100 on your cologne. Like, cologne is huge. It's like immediately.
I mean, if you're a brokey, Eternity by Calvin Klein's okay. But it would be better to get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome to the New York City Seduction Bootcamp, July 1st through the 3rd. That's right, the weekend of 4th of July. 3 days in the Big Apple, talking to gorgeous models, going to the biggest clubs. During New York's biggest event, we'll be working on your charisma, your approach, your masculinity, making you more attractive to the opposite sex, helping you design your dream dating life. There are only 3 spots left for this event. Payment plans are available. If you're interested, text NYC to 702-841-9909. I look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah. All right. So next point is good body language. Now, good body language is something that a lot of guys don't think about. They don't even know what good body language is, because most guys get most content creators about body language. They say this some dumb shit. They're like rigid, body language, shoulders back, head high, and give people eye contact.
Be alpha.
Be alpha. But it's like good body language is loose body language. It's not this rigid fucking form of body language. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's like speaking from like, which I have multiple videos on this. So does Avery. Good body language, speaking from your chest, having loose vocal cords, having a relaxed face, giving eye contact, yes, but not overdoing eye contact, because you overdo eye contact. What happens? People get uncomfortable. Even taking away eye contact, not giving somebody eye contact in general could be good body language, because somebody, you don't give them that energy. Like her girl's friend starts yapping at you. Fuck that bitch. Don't give her eye contact. She's saying shit you don't care about or ignore her ass. So like good body language isn't like the current mainstream narrative has fucking trashed us like advice on body language. Both of us have videos on this shit. So if you guys want to check that out, you can check out either of our channels on body language. We have multiple videos on this.
I think one thing that's generally correct. So there's a couple points about that. One thing that people are generally correct about is closed in body language is generally worse. Now, you can even you can be like this, but if you're feeling good, it still won't come across that bad, to be fair. But as a general rule of thumb, more open body language comes across as more high status. So being gesticulating, right? Using your hands. Some guys are too shy to use their hands when they're talking, and they're like this, and they hold their, that automatically makes you seem lower status. So being willing to move your hands and just pay attention. Like when you're like, if you're watching this, just pay attention. Like, what does my body language look right now? Right? Do I have swag, or do I seem like I'm trying to hide? Exactly. Am I looking at the ground, or am I looking around? Like, just do some check-ins, be aware of it. And it's something that is not as complicated as it needs, as people make it. But the other big part is like, how would you recommend? So if they need to have more relaxed, open body language, how do they actually change that?
You want to swing the pendulum. So there's different. All right. So usually people have either repressed body language or supplicating body language. Mine is naturally supplicating. I don't know where yours was. You actually naturally, I think, are kind of in the middle with this. For like, at least when it comes to facial expressions.
Crazy body language naturally, like just like I don't know, like just like extreme.
So usually people what they do is they'll supplicate. They'll like try to make themselves meek and mild to make people around them feel more comfortable. Or they're repressed, like almost like an engineer.
And that it dries women up like Sahara Desert. Gone.
Both do. Well, it's like if you're repressed, it's like my emotions and my emotional well-being doesn't matter, and I'm gonna hide it because people are gonna punish me for my emotions or what I'm feeling. The other side is like, I'm supplicating, make myself small so people around me feel comfortable. It's like a codependency. It's like codependent like nature. Yeah. What you want to do is you want to swing the pendulum to either side, whatever it is.
Thumbnail.
Like this. Yeah. Thumbnail.
Got the thumbnail.
Wait. Thumbnail.
Got a thumbnail. Body language that attracts women. And that's the video. That's the thumbnail.
All right. Here, let's get to the next point. Being financially responsible.
Really? We're going to talk about that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, if you're somebody that is not doing savings, not making money, who lives in their van, something that is really simple, which we'll make this really short. Something that's really simple that'll make your confidence tenfold better is being financially responsible, like actually having savings, making money, running a business, being smart with the shit. It's an easy way to have instantaneous confidence. It's hard to prove to your subconscious mind that you're a confident individual if you're not having money. If I'm broke, my confidence goes through the floor. I'm depressed. I'm sad. It's hard to give a girl eye contact to believe I'm a gangster.
Would pull hot girls out.
I still do, but I mean, like, I still pull girls as a fat fuck. But it's easier to do when I'm like in shape because I believe in myself more.
Yeah, I think. By the way, so with all of these, so if you're having the mindset that like, oh well, that means I need to be rich before I start approaching girls, that is going to shoot you in the foot, because that is what you're saying is I don't need core confidence. I need situational confidence. I need confidence based on this, and this. All these things are going to help, but they're supplemental. Underneath that, if you have core confidence, you can be a total poor, degenerate, fat motherfucker, and you can still have success.
Yeah, these are just habits. So it's just another habit that will make your game even fucking better. It's proof that you are. Proof is in the pudding, I think is the phrase that people use. You have proof that you are a bad motherfucker. It's hard to believe you're a bad motherfucker if you don't make money and you don't have it. However, you can't also be like us dumb fucks and have no money and still get laid. Because
we make a ton of money. We just spend a ton of money.
Yeah, exactly. We're not great at the savings side, which is actually something that we've been working on a lot lately. We've been working on being more financially responsible, which makes us feel more like gangsters. Now, next part is improv. Improv is something that, as a habit, you guys should adopt. Absolutely. I take on so many different improv exercises. I'll stand in front of the mirror and I try to imitate guys who are considered attractive to girls. I'll watch the way they drag the vowels. I'll watch the way they look at a person or look at a girl. I'll watch the way that they.
So you watch videos of me? It's a good idea.
So I watch the way they're slow in language, and I study them. Improv is a great way to improve in cold approach situations. You want to be more charismatic with women? Practice improv. Make it a habit to practice improv every day. Whatever it is, I have my own unique strategies and exercises that I do to improve with this.
Now you should say they're in my course.
And they're also in my course.
Which you need to buy. I feel like that's
Which
okay.
you
But
should buy.
actually, so can you give a couple examples of improv exercises and describe them in like 30 seconds?
These are exercises that I've created, by the way. These are not something that are out there. It's exercises I created to make myself more sexy. One is celebrity mirroring. Celebrity mirroring. So what I do is I watch guys who are considered attractive to girls, not for the fact of being physically attractive, but that are attractive, like charismatically.
By the way, if you want to play a drinking game that'll get you killed, every time he snaps, have a drink. Okay, so acting like say Brad Pitt from Fight Club, or
if you move like him, so Brad Pitt.
If you want a good example of body language, by the way, I'd say Brad Pitt when he was younger, Fight Club specifically, and Troy. That's what
Troy.
Really attractive masculine body language looks like. That's probably the best example I can think of.
Well, the guy that I'm studying right now is Matt Rife. So I watch it. He's a comedian.
Oh, yeah, he's really good too.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I've been studying him, and I try to move like him. And what's funny is by acting, moving like him, you move into his character. You start moving and speaking like him. It's easier for you to believe you are him. And then like the rest of it comes. The action feeds the ego feeds the action.
It's also good to loosen your sense of identity, to loosen your ego and being stuck. Mm-hmm. Because what happens is if you're a shy, quiet guy who's like afraid of being bold, if you start adopting something from someone else, it gives you permission to act in a way that goes against your limiting beliefs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're only on 5.
We're not going to get them all done in one. It can be 2 videos.
Okay, all right.
It can be 2 videos. It's fine. Like we can go into some detail. We're not on TikTok.
Well, here, let's move to the next point. Meditation. So a lot of guys, when you guys go out to a nightclub, you guys are in your fucking head being anxious. The key to getting in state is relaxation. Being relaxed and being present. It's the key to getting in state. If you guys are in a negative headspace, you guys are beating yourself up, you guys are anxious, sad, depressed, being present will push you through that and move you into the emotions and the headspace to be actually a very confident and a very like charismatic individual. Relaxation, it's like beforehand, you're like this, you're an engine without any oil. You have your gears are grinding and it's hard for you to be like present in a conversation. All of a sudden now you're just being relaxed. You're being free. You're being in the moment. And now easier to get in states. Way fucking easier. Our friend Steven, we were talking about, one of the things he taught me is like how much in meditation is such a big factor in being in a game.
Really? Okay.
Oh my God, it's huge. And it is.
I didn't know he talked about that.
Yeah, he loves meditation. I asked him about this and I'm like, dude, how do you get in state? He's like, dude, just be present to the moment. It's so much easier.
So yeah, one way, even when you're in a club, you can do an in-club meditation, which basically what it means is there's a few ways to do this, but one way I do it is just going to the dance floor for a few minutes, listening to the music and dancing and just focusing all my attention, not on, where's the hot girls that I should talk to, not worrying about any of that, just paying attention to the music, paying attention to the sensations, because there's plenty in a fucking nightclub, paying attention to everything that's going on and actually getting in touch with those sensations and not thinking about anything else. Now, in terms of meditation, it's a very powerful habit. I'd say it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I've had a year where I did an hour a day every day, and that was like the happiest year of my life. I should probably go back to that. Because literally, if you meditate enough, you can just like walk outside and you hear the birds and you're like you're in a state of total gratitude. You're almost like, I feel emotional, just literally listening to fucking birds, right? That's what being present can do for you. And it's also very attractive to women. And really quickly, I know you want to rush through, but really quickly.
No. Well, I'm thinking about just cutting it off here.
Yeah, we're 2 parts. Yeah.
Well, I'll do the second part and I'll just do it on my own when I get back. Sure.
Yeah. But if you want to practice meditation, the best way to start is to actually get some guided meditations, not just do it on your own, because chances are you're not going to figure it out. You're going to get frustrated. So there's 2 apps I would recommend. One is Headspace and one is Calm. So download those apps.
Calm's a good one.
I think the voice, her voice is pretty hot.
Oh my God,
Calm, yeah. A little bit creepy, but in a hot way. But anyway, download Calm or Headspace and go through their meditations, and it'll help with game, but it'll honestly help with every area of life.
What
not
she
just
said? She's like, notice your forehead and notice, is there any tenseness?
Is
there any tingling on the
tenseness that I can
skin?
help relieve?
And she moves down to like the pelvis. She's like, is there any tenseness?
As my voice strokes up and down. Calm is great. Now we need an affiliate link after that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so is that number 5 or?
Oh, here, I'll finish the rest later. It's 11:20 now. I'm gonna edit up tonight after done gaming, or if we don't pull. If we don't pull.
It's not gonna
If we
happen.
don't pull.
It's gonna be tomorrow.
Pray.
Okay, so it's the next day after me and AG just went out. The sun is currently rising, and I'm going to sleep because I'm a nocturnal motherfucker because my job is going out and picking up girls. However, I did want to finish the video for you guys. So, let's jump into it. Number 7 is the gym. Hitting the gym and taking care of your body, working out. A lot of good reasons for this too. Again, this is what's called a keystone habit. If you don't know what this is, look it up. A keystone habit. You are one, your body looks better. So you look in the mirror, you're like, that's the guy supposed to be good with girls. So that guy right there is amazing with girls. As you take better care of your body, you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can be like, that's the guy that's supposed to have the results that I want. Now, because you believe in yourself in this way, it's a lot easier when you talk to a girl to believe that you're on her level. Now you gave yourself permission to start being able to have the women. It also releases serotonin. If you're somebody that lacks serotonin and you have a lower natural, like you're more prone for depression, such as me, I'm very prone for depression. Working out releases serotonin. So I work out a lot, dude. It's a great fucking thing to have and work out into. So it's like, it's you don't need to medicate. You don't need to take some dumbass pills. Instead, hit the gym. I am so happy when I'm working out. Motion creates emotion. Happiness and good emotions make you sexy to girls. So, hit the gym. Not to mention, hitting the gym was the first sign and proof that I could change myself. Because I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, whoa, I'm not the fat fuck I was. If I can change this way in the gym, what else can I change? And it's first sense of proof that I had control over my life. If you don't feel like you have control over your life, hitting the gym is a very good visual aid that says like, hey, look, I can affect things in my life. Number 10, and one of my favorites, is journaling or writing field reports. You guys hear me hamper and beat you guys in earth about this is because I didn't hear enough about this from other dating coaches because it's boring, so it doesn't get views. So dating coaches don't talk about it. I do. Why? Because my sole goal in this channel is to make sure the people that follow me and trust me get results. Sit down, pen and paper, and think things through critically. If you're not doing that, you are not adding the quality of effort. You might have the quantity of effort. You might be that motherfucker that approaches like 100 girls in a day, but you do the same fucking approach every time you go out. And the only way to fix this is through logical, adaptive practice, not this very spacey, all over the place kind of beating your head against the wall, crazy, dumbass type of practice. You need intelligent quality of practice, not just quantity of practice. And journaling is a great way to create this. Number 11, practicing gratitude. If you practice gratitude, and I don't mean just gratitude of your life, I mean self-gratitude. Do you believe in yourself? Do you think you're a bad motherfucker? Because for a girl to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself first. And if you don't think you're a bad motherfucker, she won't think so either. Girls are looking to you to ask to see who you are. You tell the girl who you are. Are you a bad motherfucker? Or are you another dud? Now the final one is one that you guys have heard me hamper on and beaten to the earth and has been the biggest argument for me that I think every guy should take on, and it's practicing game/charisma. Going out there and talking to people every day and socializing. If you're not somebody who is socially powerful, girls won't find you attractive. If you're not socially intelligent, they won't find you powerful. They won't be attracted to you. If you're this guy who can't read social cues, it's so much harder to attract women. You have to become a socially aware, socially intelligent individual. Girls don't like these autistic people without any friends that don't have a social circle around them. They don't like the Omega lone wolf, the lone alpha. It doesn't fucking exist. Every girl wants to date the popular guy. And the way you become the popular guy is by developing social intelligence, social acuity.
And you develop that by going out. You also develop abundance, so you don't treat her and just get obsessed with the first girl that looks at you twice. Because if you want to get those truly attractive girls, you have to become somebody that's out of her league. If you're not out of her league, she won't find you attractive. Girls don't want a guy at or below them in value. They want a guy that's above them in value. Are you that guy currently? Or are you coping? All right, guys, get out there, fuck it up. And with that being said, peace.